Good morning. A Notre Dame Cathedral ready to reopen after 2019 fire. After more than 5 years of reconstruction work, the inside of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris has been revealed to the world. Good. Images broadcast live of a site visit by French President Emmanuel Macron showed the newly restored walls and ceilings of the 12th century cathedral. The cathedral was badly damaged by fire in 2019 and the building was left exposed to the weather. But now those soaring ceilings and stonework have been restored with delicate golden angels looking down from the center of one of the rebuilt ceilings. The cathedral's bright cream-colored walls look brand new, cleaned not only of dust from the fire but also of dirt that had accumulated over the centuries. Outside, the monument is still a construction site with scaffolding and cranes, but the renovated interior, shown in its full glory at the end of November for the first time, proved to be breathtaking. The cathedral attracted millions of visitors annually before the April 15, 2019 fire forced it to close. Powerful vacuum cleaners were used to first remove toxic dust released when the fire melted the cathedral's lead roofs. Fine layers of latex were then sprayed onto the surfaces and removed a few days later, taking dirt away with them from the stones. In all, 42,000 square meters of stonework were cleaned and decontaminated, an area equivalent to roughly 6 soccer pitches. It feels like it was built yesterday, like it's just being born, even though Notre Dame is very old, said Adrian Willen, who worked on reconstruction. Because it's being so carefully restored and cleaned, it looks really extraordinary. Cleaning gels were also used on some walls that had been painted, removing many years of accumulated dirt and revealing their bright colors once again. Carpenters worked by hand like their medieval counterpart as they prepared giant oak beams to rebuild the roof. Some 2,000 oak trees were cut down to rebuild the roof frameworks so dense and some 2,000 oak trees were cut down to rebuild roof frameworks so dense and intricate that they are nicknamed the forest. So dense, yes. 難しかった。Some 2,000 oak trees were cut down to rebuild the roof frameworks so dense and intricate that they are nicknamed the forest. The public is due to be allowed back in on December 8th. Discussion. What are your thoughts on the reporting of Notre Dame Cathedral? Oh, look at them. Look at them. How nice. I want to visit there. I want to go to France one day. Well, I mean, I've been there, but not for the long time and just passing by, It will be very nice. I was very shocked when this fire was happening, because there's many movies and stories behind this cathedral, and it was gone at some point. So, would you like to visit the cathedral once it reopens? Yes, of course. Do you think the cathedral will continue to receive as many visitors as it did before the fire? Yeah. I mean, after it's cleaned and reopened, they would receive even more, I think. Have you seen any impressive churches or temples in person? Oh, yes, many times. The one in Netherlands was very nice too. The one in America, in New York, on the Fifth Avenue, was like magnificent. There's many nice temples and churches and shrines in Japan too. Have you been to Paris? No. If so, what were the highlights? If not, would you like to visit someday? Of course, of course. For the discussion, what are the most amazing buildings you've seen in person? I just said that. The one in Cathedral in Fifth Avenue, New York. Wow, wow, just wow. Are there any historical buildings where you live that get a lot of visitors? Oh yeah, there's tons of shrines and temples in Japan. What are some of your country's most visited buildings or structures? The most visited. Historically, Tokyo Tower じゃないですかね。I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. What famous historical landmarks would you like to see in person someday? This one, Notre Dame, yes. What cities would you like to visit for their architecture? なんでしょうね。Europe is always nice. I want to stay in France. Oh, there's an article 5 years ago. Maybe I'll read it again.